Hello, Yvette. Today we are Friday, March 1st, 2024, and I am going to show you how to customize your website. So, the first thing you have to do is to log in into your Squarespace website. So, here we are on the login page. I'm going to enter my email, then my password quickly, and this is going to bring us to the dashboard page where all your websites will be. So let's say you want to have one website for your business and another website for your artwork. You could have two different websites. Now, okay, let's just look at the one website which has both at the same place for now. So once you click on the go to website, it's going to bring you to your website, which has a configuration page and its own dashboard here. So first of all, you have the website here, which shows you all the pages on your website. You have the main navigation pages and the not linked pages. The not linked pages are nowhere to be found in the menu, but are accessible through other means. So for example, the home page is accessible by clicking on your logo here. And we have some drop-down menu as well. We're going to come back to it later. Here we have the setting page. It's where you're going to add your products and your services. So let's look at the products, for example. Here I've entered three different art pieces you have to sell. And we're going to come back to it later as well. And here I've also included some services that you have to offer. These services are non-punctual services. For example, business support, I put 2,000 grand because it could go on for like a month or 2 months, right? I mean 2 grand here. And same for here. For what we've called the discovery meetings, which are one-time deals, so that do not carry over time, it's going to be in the scheduling here. You're going to be able to see your orders as well, some discounts that we're going to be able to add, and some setting tools, invoicings, and so on. Then the third part of your dashboard is the marketing, a component of it. We can build marketing campaigns if you're so interested into it. The contacts part of the dashboard is about contacting your customers, and info is about your customers as well. Now we have the analytics part, which allows you to analyze traffic, engagement, sales, and finally we have scheduling. Scheduling will allow you to build your schedule, right? And fit in when you're available and when you're not. And your customers will be able to pick among your availability spots to book an appointment. You can create appointment types. So I've created 2 appointment types for you: discovery meeting and follow-up meeting. So follow-up meeting, for example, is free, and discovery meeting costs $150. But there's also a coupon called First Free that allows this discovery meeting to be free. Right, here we have your asset library. That's where you can put all your pictures, for example, but you can also add pictures that are not in your asset library while configuring your website. Here we have settings, basic site related options and settings. You can be able to set up later, and obviously the help page. So now let's go back to your website. Here the main navigation, you can see all different pages that are available right away on the menu. About Services Connect, About Services Connect. There's a drop-down option here. You can take a drop-down page and decide, no, I want my blog to be seen right away. So if we drag it here, you can see that blog now is available right away. Now I'm going to put blog back in the About section. Some links that are not accessible through the menu. For example, Home. Because Home is accessible here. So let's say we go to the About page. And we want to go back to the menu. We just have to click on the home page logo here, which will bring us to the home page. Then the store as well, which is accessible because I wanted the service page to redirect directly to the store part that is related to the business services, which is here. So your business services are included here. And if we look at artwork, it's all included here, and people can look them up through different collections, like the Poke collection, for example, and the Big to the Eye collection, which is the name I made up for a collection which has sweet potato and purple yam. You're going to be able to add more products to your store later on. Now let's look at the different pages of your website. The first page, when people look it up, will always be the home page. The home page here has a different approach, different entrance than the other pages, just to captivate the eye. So here we have, it's 3 a.m. and you can sleep. You're new to entrepreneurship and your mind is full of questions that need to get answered, business and action plans that need to be written up, all kinds of shit. And when you finally get to sleep, dreams or nightmares, setting about potential disasters. So here, this is meant to represent a lamp at night. It's dark, there's one lamp turned on, and there's an empty canvas here. So like, it's a blank page syndrome. Then here we have, is this you? So we can close it the lamp. You can see some light particles here, or dust particles that reflect light. Is this you? Do you wish you could clone yourself to get more hours or more hours out of the day? Do you want to minimize the stress and build a strategy for success? So here we've circled strategy for success and underline, is this you? So this text is the text you gave me, and that's what I made out of it. But you're gonna be able to change it later if you wish to do so. Working with me, this is another paragraph you sent me, and I've underlined get started or get back on track, right? And here we have the option to send an email right away. If we click on it, it takes the person straight to their mailbox, and they're going to be able to send you an email right away. Now, if we scroll down, we get to the Yvette Hawkes main part of the homepage. So there's an About Me here section that people can click on, and it redirects people to the About page. Find out what makes my unique approach to successful, business support, profit, technical writing here, and other services. These are bubbles that you've told me to make, so I made them, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to change them. We have a little carousel here with a make it stand out section with different cards that people can navigate, which are the testimonials. Here are fake testimonials, obviously, and the homepage ends with a let's connect. Don't worry about making it sound professional, make it sound yourself. Let's connect, and we have the footer here. We have the About page here. It looks like this. Here there's a color theme that is directly inspired from your poke art piece here, which is the color scheme, the color palette, and the whole website is based on. Now, after the about, which links itself to the services page and the blog page here when we're talking about your creative process, which we can also access through here. Here I will invite you to write a blog post for each of your art piece or collection, so people can find out a bit more about you, and this way they're gonna get to know more about your thought process, either about whether it's about your business work, services, or your artwork, which is interesting. And here, people will be able to look at your artwork. All right, now services. Click on services here. It redirects us to your business services page of your store. You can see different services. If you click on, say, business support, we have it here, business support details that you're going to be able to change later. We're going to get back to it as well. Then the Let's Meet page. To book appointments. There's a Connect page, finally, to which is a contact page. Here is the text you sent me. Here's a hyperlink to the Let's Meet page, right, to book appointments, and a hyperlink to the business services page. And here I've added some options. What you want to talk about. It's going to make it easier for you when you receive those emails. All right. So now let's go back to the home page, and we're going to start editing the page. All right. So each page has different sections. There's the site header, and there's all the page, and there's the site footer. Site footer will be the same for all the pages. So whatever changes you make here is going to be the same on all the different pages on your website. And it's the same concept for the site header. Whatever changes you make here will be valid for all your pages on your website. So here, if we click on Edit Header, you can see that the header is highlighted here, underlined here in blue, so you know what it's all about. Here we have the logo that you can change. You can click on Replace here and choose a new picture. So that's your logo. Let's say you don't want any logo, you just want Yvette Hawkes. That's fine too. You can just remove it, and then it's Yvette Hawkes, which becomes the logo. And you can add Yvette Hawkes Business Services. All right. You can play with the logo height as well, and you can have another logo for the mobile view of your website. And here we're going to use the same by default, and that's the first thing you can personalize on the header of your website. Now, here you can play with the menu like we did earlier, so you can move them around and so on, right? And it's going to change accordingly. And if you click on Show Pages, it's going to bring us back to the website part of the dashboard of the configuration page that we just spent some time on. We can choose to edit the design of the header, or we can choose to add elements as well. So let's say I want to add a cart element. And we're going to do that, or a language switch, if you decide to have a French version of your website. All right. You can add some social links as well. That's a bit much. And you can add a button as well. Let's eat, right? So we're going to keep the cart part here. And now we can get to the design. You can change the configuration. Let's say you want it like that. Logo, about, services, connect, and on the left and the card on your right. Now you can choose the color. Here it's adaptive, which means whatever you put as the first section of your page, whatever background is there will elongate into the header. Or you can choose to be a different color, a gradient. And so there's a little difference. Or it can become solid, right? And here, it leads us to our different themes. So the themes, here, the lightest one is highlighted, which means it's this theme that is chosen. Change the theme, we're going to choose adaptive here. And that's it. Now, if you come here, site styles, it will allow you, click on colors, to choose the palette of your website. So these colors will make up the different themes that you can have. And here, you can modify each theme. And the great thing about it is that if you click here, well, you can see, okay, we have the theme darkest one, right? And you can change the color of the text or the color of the highlights, right? And here it's personalized, but by default, the theme would give this highlight. Here we can come here and make this highlight. So the highlight is become that color automatically, as opposed to us having to change it manually. Click here. Oh, now you can see, okay, we can change the name of the paragraph, and so on and so forth. So this will be helpful for you. Okay, so now the header is done, and now we can focus on the content of the page. Content of the page is divided into different sections. You can delete, you can move around, move up. So I can move this one up here, up. So we're going to keep it there. Now the first section, you can choose edit section, and it's going to allow you to move around the different pieces. Now, if we look at this text here, which is a block, then we have another block here, which is more text, and we have image block. When you're editing your section, you can choose to add another block as well. For instance, if I really wanted to add something, I could add a newsletter block. That in our case, we would like to move. So let's say here, right? We'll subscribe right away. But that's not what we want. And each block, you can choose the content here, title, subscribe, sustain the loop. Something like that. And you can modify the design, stack, float, and so on. And you can choose the storage where you want this email stored in the contact section of the configuration page that we looked at earlier in the video. All right, this being done, I'm going to remove this block, just an example. Now can focus on these blocks. The first thing I like to do when I do a section is focused on if the content is good, then it's fine. However, uh, the look of the section will be, I know the content is good. So the content comes straight from uh, from the documents you sent me. When you want to modify the content of a text block, just click on the pencil here, and the cursor will automatically go at the end or at the beginning, right? So you're going to be able to move the cursor. And in this case, the underline color is personalized here. And you can change the style, more like this. Here we like the brush paint, right? The brush stroke style. So that's what we're going to keep it with. And here, even though in the style section, the default color might be this, could be like, no, I want it to be brown, or to be black, right? Or to be the same color. And here we're going to keep it like this, because the color here kind of suggests that the light and your brush stroke is the same. Is made of the same essence, which is clarity, which is what your customers are looking for when they're looking for your services. Now here's the same thing. If we click on here, the size, the text is paragraph 2. We can change it to paragraph 3 if we want. Can make it monospace, but we're going to keep it to paragraph 2. You can put in bold, italic, and so on. You can also use AI here. You just have to enter an idea, right? I'd like it to be about a welcoming message. And when you click on write, it's going to write something for you. All right, stop. And voila. And it wrote something for you. But now it's not the style of the website. All right. Here the image. This is a slide photo, but you could upload your own image, Yvette. Image, you can change it. Same thing as the logo. And in 2024 already, it's good to have a text to image. So we're going to add blank canvas, centered in the picture, workshop. This alternative text for people that have visual impairments will help them see what's on the image. Now we move to the other section, which has different background. So here, with this section, we were able to pick a specific background, which is animated. You can choose the start color and the end color, which you can choose from the palette, or go directly with something custom. All right. Here, we have an image, which is narrow. It's a PNG image, so it has no background. It's pretty important. And it's in your library. Here we have smarter text, and we have an email link. This link, you can edit the link. So here it's an email link. That's the type of link I've chosen. To Yvette Hawkes, and the subject is a thematic, right? Can you help me about insert topic? And that's what people will see in their mailbox. and you'll be able to write as well. So that's you can say like, hello Yvette. This will start the email, and they're going to be able, and the customers and the clients will be able to complete the email once they click on the link. All right, and the background is animated. You press play or stop. Same thing here. Like if the light was moving through the night. All right. Here there's an empty section, which allow to transition better into the main section of your website. This is just a catch the eye section. Right? Yvette Hawkes here, the title, which is its own section. Now there's the about me. We're doing the bubbles concept. The bubbles, we can change the size, and we added a text in it for the bubble. It is in fact an image that is containing a shape that we've chosen, and we've chosen circles here. But if you want different shapes for each bubble, you're free to do so. These shapes are one by one. You can go with different shape sizes. You can choose to be a field instead of a shape, or fit to the initial image. Keep the shape, and this image, we added a link here, right? Which leads us straight to the about page. All right, in image alt text, I'm going to put image shape is a bubble, round, simple. All right, now we're done. It's all done. Now I've put a text inside as well, and you can see that the image is also an effect on it. On the design, is an overlay effect. Without the overlay, it looks like this. It's too bright. With the overlay, it looks like that. It's a bit darker. It invites to click on it. There's still description text below. Familiar with that. And here's the same concept, but with a different link, and that we're going to edit. It's store dot services dot business, and make a new tab. No. All right, this should be it. So that's not the right link, but we're gonna go find it. I'm going to go in website, we're going to store, we're going to go in business services, business support, get a preview. There's a P for product. See, that's what we're interested about. So here, I'm going to exit the link. Voila. Now it would work. And we see a picture there. So it's we know it's gonna work. Voila. All right. So that's that. Here we can do the same thing. I'm gonna edit the link. edit, store, P for product, and technical writing. In design, and yes, you can see the picture of the page. All right, this is good. Now here, I've changed the color of the text every other line. And here in this case, it's a custom color that comes from the color palette you sent me. So it's not from the color palette on the website. And now here, the background is in blue, which is once again inspired by the poke painting. And other services, we're going to change the link as well here. Edit, it's going to be store, P, other services. All right, let's look. See here, we don't see any image of the existing web page. Maybe this is gonna work. Et voila, now we see it, it works. All right, there's an alt text that you're gonna be able to put on later. Now there's another section, a testimonial. And now, this is kind of one tool. So you'd have to go into edit content, to change the title, go into content, click on title, then you're gonna be able to change it to, let's say, testimonials. Here we can keep it to make it stand out. All right, and it itself could be a link. I change the colors here. It's a bit more complicated. Have to go into colors, right? Choose the theme. Now we know it's this theme. Click here on the pen or the pencil to modify the color scheme. And here it's a list carousel. So you have to go down until you see list section carousel. Right. Now you can change the color of the title, the color of the button text. There's none in our case, the bottom background. So the card, which is this, you can change the color, the background color of the card, which is a custom color, right? The arrow background is also a custom color. And you can change the color of the arrow as well, and it's easier. Your home page ends with a Let's Connect page, right? And it's here. You can change the color as well. Same way it works. There's a button here. There's a secondary color. There's a primary color. You can change once again by going in the site styles here. You can edit the link. So here the link is now connect. Connect shows up. All right. So that's done. And here's the site footer. Which once again, you can edit. You can add bubbles here about services book consultation. So here, book consultation, we're going to change it for let's meet. Et voila. And contact here, I'm going to change it for connect. All right. Services here, Store Business Services, and now we know it's going to be Store P. No, it's going to be Store Business Services. Yeah, it's a good one. And the About section, that's right. Here, I'm going to invite you to add your phone number. Maybe delete this address because there's no address to go to for your business. It's all online. And here you can edit the social media profiles, hyperlink links, and you can delete them as well if you don't have any. All right. Now you can look at other pages. Now you can click on Save, so it's done. And you can choose to edit other pages. That was a home page. Now you can look at the store page. Store page is like the carousel section. It's one section that is valid for all. So you just have to choose a theme when you change it. Choose manage items, right? So where they go. So it's a poke. I want it to go into business services. All right. Now, edit section. When you edit the section, you can choose a color theme. Once again, go for something dark, which is reminiscent of the brown, right, of your store. But then if you choose something dark, the footer is the same for all the website pages. So it doesn't match as well, but if you're okay with the mismatch here, it's all right. I prefer it to fit, so you have to choose a color here that you're okay with it matching or mismatching with the content of the page. So the store page, that's how it is. You change the style as well by deleting the store page. Choose to delete the store page and create a new one here with a better design. But there's only two you can choose from, so it's up to you. Let's look at About. It's the same concept, right? When you want to modify it, here we added a video, which was one of the options when looking at different sections. Choose block and just add video block, which we did here. In that video block, you can modify, replace the video, and choose a custom featured image for the video, which we're not going to do, and you add a little description here. All right. Oh, here is some images. I'm going to want an hyperlink. Aha, here are. Purple, yeah. So now by clicking the image, the customer will be directly redirected to the art product page in the store. All right, this is good. Oh, here it's those sweet edges here. Corner radius 20. Softer edges. All right, this is more fun. Here I've added the title and the date was made. I see here it's different. All right, it's bigger. You can delete this one. We're going to delete this one as well. And here we're going to come and duplicate it. Section. All right. Have it centered here. Here we're going to call it purple yam. All right, let's duplicate this one. Bring it here. Is it centered? It is. April 2015. Okay, voila. This is done. My other venture. Here once again, we've kept the brush strokes style. Here we've kept the brown. Try to keep professional because the language is pretty raw, which is great. And we're trying to keep everything coherent. All right. And here again, we've added a button. Explore my creative process. Let's go into colors. Here we can see the name of the theme. The theme here for this section is bright 2, so we're doing bright 2. We'll click here, we can see that, yeah, the background is indeed that color, so now we're going to change we'll go with this. All right. Save. Exit. All right, so that was the about page. Now let's look at the blog page. The blog page, like the carousel or the store, it's one unit, right? And these units are pre-made. Now for the blog post, here you're going to be able to write your blog post, right? So I just click here. Here you can be able to hope to change it, change the content. Blog post title 1, and let's write a title here, and we can actually do the section here. Choose different color. Be light, right? Oh. Different. So yeah, you can just have fun in general. That's it. All right. Now, let's go to the Let's Meet page. Here, once again, it's a block. There's not much you can do to it. And the connect page. Let's connect. In this case, it's 2 blocks: the email block and this block that you can modify, right? And you can actually choose your background here. And that's mainly it for the website. Now we're going to look at the products. So here you can add different products. Let's look at a product that's already there. Have the name, description, and here I've added an additional info, right? This additional info, I'm going to hyperlink it to, and ideally, the blog story specific to that painting. That's something you're going to be able to do. We've had an image. They say add 3 images at least: front, back, side. There's a price. There's a limited stock. Right. All right. And And here, that's how it's going to show up on Google if someone looks for it, looks it up. And social share, if you want to share it on, that's what it's going to look like if you share the page on Facebook, for example, right, or in a message. And all right. Now let's add a new product. Let's just see how it looks like. We're going to poke, 12 by 12 inches. I'm going to get it in the picture. Of Poke, and it's in February 2016. All right. Created in February 2016. And here the additional info as well. We're going to have, we want it to link to blog. Price, it's 120. Limited stock, no, there's one. And category, I'm going to add it to poke. All right. And it's as simple as that. Publish. All right. You can do the same thing for services. It's exactly the same way it works. And we're done. So that's it for now. And next week, we're going to look at additional features of websites. And obviously, you can preview your website, which is the best part. Let's just copy paste this. Because your website is not published, you can only preview it while you're connected through Squarespace. Connected on Squarespace. That's the only way you can preview your website. And once you publish it, it's going to be all right. And you could publish it now as well, because the name here is not easy to find. So it's fair to assume that people won't stumble on it by mistake. Yeah. So that is it for today, and have a